Your facilitators bug out for a second. But I want to ask you, how many quitters do we have in here tonight? Well, I am a quitter. And before they jump out of their skins, let me explain. I quit living what the world was telling me that I was. And I decided to quit living in my history and take a hold of my reality and move towards my destiny. Does anybody in here like boxing? Does anybody? Cool. Do you know who Muhammad Ali is?
Oh, yeah.
1962, February 10th, his first professional career knockdown. His words should ring true today in each and one of our lives. In an interview afterwards, you could hear him say, a reporter asked him, "Mr. Ali, after you received all those devastating blows, and you hit that mat, what made you get up? What made you push forward?" And he looked at the reporter and said, "It's not how hard you get knocked down, it's about your get up." We struggle with things daily, and sometimes it seems like it's never ending. But it's not about how hard we get knocked down, it's about our get up. My name is Dale. And up until the age of 5, I was running, jumping, playing, just like most kids. But at the age of 5, something suddenly happened. I started falling. I started stumbling for no reason, tripping over my own feet. It got so bad, so severe, I ended up in a wheelchair. That was life's first knockdown. But as a kid, kids live for the moment. They don't think about the consequences. They don't think about tomorrow. So as a kid, I was thinking, okay, this is it. I'm in the chair the rest of my life. My life's done. It's over. But with the encouragement, with the supporters that I had around me, eventually I got out of that chair. Yeah, sure, I had to relearn to walk. I had to relearn everything. But eventually I got out of that chair. And I just started to get back on track. And life sucker punches me. X-rays were taken. Doctors say, you have 2 weeks to live. You have a brain tumor. They told my family to say their goodbyes. And through that awe, death seems like the ultimate blow. But through that awe, I remembered those words. It's not how hard we get hit. It's about our get up. And we need to remember that daily, because I'm sure every one of us in here has struggles. And I'm sure every one of them ain't the same. They're all different. But every one of them are just as important as the next one. Because it's not about the big punches. It's not about the big blows. It's about the little things that eat away at us. It's about the hits that we take. And eventually, when we get hit enough, we are going to go down on that mat. But we have to say to ourselves, it's not how hard we get knocked down. It's about our get up. Life isn't all sunshine and roses. It can be a very nasty and dirty and unforgiving place. And it will beat us to our knees if we let it. But it's not about how hard we get knocked down. It's about our get up. We have to find it within ourselves to grab onto our reality and push forward to our destiny. We can't let life get us down. I was told I had a degenerative disease. Does anybody know what that means? Degenerative means that it'll never get any better. It's going to only get worse as I get older. But it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about your get up. So I decided that I was going to live the immortal words. It's not how hard we get hit. It's about our get up. I know we all have different issues, and it seems like we get hit time after time. And sometimes it seems like it's never ending. It's you're unemployed. It's maybe school kids. Maybe it's you get suspended. Maybe it's you get kicked out of school. Maybe it's somebody's harassing you. Maybe it's your friends putting you down every day in and day out. Whatever the issue is, we all have different issues. And sometimes it seems like it's never ending. But that's when we gotta say, it's not how hard we get hit. It's about our get up. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep moving forwards in life. I know different. I know different. I got another knockdown. I remember many times people telling me, doctors telling me, by the time you're 40, you'll be 6 feet under. Well, as I said, I'm 44, and I haven't seen the underneath of the dirt yet. So if we push forward, if we grab onto our reality and push forward to our destiny, we can overcome anything. See, I remember, bless you, I remember many times people would tell me, and maybe along your lives, maybe some of you heard this. They would say, Dale, you're nothing but a failure. You're never going to amount to anything. But you know, when I heard those words, I couldn't help but smile and say thank you. Thank you. Because one of our greatest leaders in history was asked once, after 1,000 failures, what made you push forward and try that 1,001st time to invent the light bulb? Thomas Edison said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you're getting your facts from. I didn't fail 1,000 times. I learned 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. And see, that's what we need to grasp. That's what we need to get a hold of. Through what some call our failures. If we grasp a hold of that and learn from it, that second, that very moment, you put your foot on the path to becoming an overcomer. Now I know it's not easy dealing with things, especially when we get hit time and time again. And I'll be the first one to admit, it's easy to want to throw the towel. I've been there many times myself. But if it wasn't for mentors, and if it wasn't for influential books in my life, that towel would have been in the ring, and it would have been on the mat. But my mentor decided to step in, to give me a book. And you know what I learned from that book? I learned without our issues, without our struggles, without our weaknesses, as some see it, we cannot be overcomers. If we don't have nothing that challenges us, what's the sense? That's what we live for. We live for challenges, but somewhere along the line, some people get it in their heads that, oh, complaining is easier. I can complain because this is too hard. I can complain because I don't have the finances. But pushing forward, grabbing onto your reality and pushing towards your destiny is harder. So they choose to take the easy road. The easy road, unfortunately, doesn't lead to victory. The easy road will lead us down the path to death and destruction. It may take many forms, but that's where it will lead us. So we need to remember them words daily. It's not about how hard we get hit. It's about our get up. With issues, I tend to remember some more of the immortal words of Mr. Ali. In a report and an interview afterwards, you can hear him asked, "What made you keep going after blow after blow, after going to the mat, after getting those devastating hits? What made you push forwards? What went through your mind?" Muhammad Ali said, "The first thing that went through my mind was when I went down on that mat. I sat up and I looked all around and I saw nothing but the canvas. And I said to myself, this is no place for a champion." And he rose up and he looked at Sonny Banks in the eye and he said, "It's not how hard you knock me down. It's about my get up." So I wonder, can I ask each of you, are you going to start buying into what the world is telling you about yourself? Or are you going to sit up on that mat and say, this is no place for a champion, and rise up and look at the world in its eyes and say, it's not how hard you knock me down, it's about my get up. And I challenge you, each and every one of you, to ask yourselves that every day. Because every day life is out there to punish us. Sometimes life gets us down. And some people tend to act out on that. So when they come at you, when they say something to you, what are you going to say? Are you going to say, okay, yeah, that's me? Or are you going to say, it's not about how hard you knock me down, it's about my get up? I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for your time. I know I'm probably holding up some things, and I want to thank your great facilitators here. And I appreciate every one of you in your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.